a gesture to suggest a tear. The only person that Meghan, I think, at the moment is crying for is for herself.
Survival mode.
Yeah.
I mean, she knew by then it was a flop in terms of popularity.
I think just alone the fact that she said, of course, she hadn't got married in front of us all at Windsor, but 3 days earlier.
There's a reason certain names make powerful people nervous. Tom Bower is one of those names. Known as the Witchfinder General of biographers, this man built his career on one thing, being right. His first book on Harry and Meghan dropped in 2022 and became an international bestseller. Everything he predicted, it all happened. The business failures, the burned bridges, the public opinion collapse, every single thing. And now he's writing the sequel. Early 2026. And this time, he's not predicting anything. He's documenting a disaster that's already unfolded. And he says he's got material they can't spin their way out of. Let's rewind to February 2023, because that's when the damage started becoming permanent. South Park dropped an episode called Worldwide Privacy Tour, and it absolutely torched them. The episode opens with Meghan in a delivery room, 9 months pregnant, dancing around filming herself while Harry stands awkwardly in the background. Then the baby bump falls off. It's a pillow. It bounces off the floor. The internet exploded overnight. South Park didn't make this up from nothing. They animated suspicions millions of people already had, things whispered about online for years, and put them on national television. Then came the database scene. Cops pull up Meghan's profile and it shows 4 words: sorority girl, actress, influencer, victim. 4 labels that completely gutted her brand identity. Not a humanitarian, not a duchess, not a businesswoman. Just those 4 words, and they stuck. A studio exec reportedly told Variety that nobody wants that kind of circus. Hollywood was watching and backing away. Meghan's team reportedly tried to kill the episode before it aired. They couldn't stop it. And there was nothing anyone could do except watch it happen. Fast forward to April 2024, and Meghan launches American Riviera Orchard. This was supposed to be the comeback. The moment that proves she's a sharp businesswoman who doesn't need royal connections. Luxury lifestyle brand, premium products, the whole package. The initial headlines looked incredible. Harper's Bazaar ran a story claiming everything sold out within hours. Meghan's jam flies off shelves. Instant success. Sounds convincing, right? But then something interesting happened. A Reddit user stumbled onto a glitch on her website that exposed back-end inventory data. And what they found painted a completely different picture. Reports claim there were massive amounts of unsold product sitting in warehouses. Now, the exact numbers floating around online are unverified and should be taken with a grain of salt. But what isn't in question is the pattern. The sellout story appears to have been manufactured. She deliberately understocked what was available online to create artificial scarcity, got the flattering headlines, and then used those headlines as justification to order far more inventory than actual demand supported. Harper's Bazaar took the bait and ran with it. She turned those headlines into proof of success. Classic smoke and mirrors. And when the Reddit glitch blew the whole thing open, the story fell apart fast. You can't fake genuine demand forever. The market doesn't lie. And the market was saying loud and clear that nobody wanted to pay luxury prices for a product that didn't match what the branding promised. Tom Bower has been tracking all of this, and it's exactly the kind of thing he specializes in. Not just what people say publicly, but what the numbers actually reveal behind the scenes. While the jam venture was stumbling, there was supposed to be another lifeline: Netflix. With Love, Meghan was supposed to drive product sales and turn viewers into customers, the classic influencer playbook. Except nobody watched it. The show barely made a dent in viewership. People tuned in once out of curiosity and never came back. Netflix quietly let the project fade. The streaming deal that was once worth tens of millions has been significantly reduced. The platform realized that without royal family drama and insider secrets, Harry and Meghan simply aren't a draw. Once that well ran dry, their value disappeared almost overnight. The numbers hiding in plain sight tell an even more brutal story. Archewell Foundation's public tax filings became available recently, and anyone can look them up. What they show is staggering. The foundation spent $5.1 million in 1 year. How much did they actually bring in through donations? $2.1 million. That's a $2.5 million deficit on paper. Donations had dropped sharply from the year before. Staff was gutted, going from a full team down to just a couple of people. And by late 2025, they quietly rebranded the whole organization to RUL Philanthropies, likely hoping a new name would distance it from the failures attached to the old one. These aren't rumors or speculation. These are public financial documents sitting in black and white for anyone to read. You can't spin your way around numbers like that. Now here's where Tom Bower's new book gets really interesting. His first book focused on what Harry and Meghan were doing after leaving royal life. This sequel is going in a completely different direction. He's digging into who they were before any of this started, and one thread that keeps coming up is Meghan's life before Harry. Before the royal connection, before the global spotlight, she was a cable TV actress living a lifestyle that didn't exactly match what that paycheck should have covered. Soho House became a significant part of her world. Tom Bower described it as her headquarters, not just somewhere she occasionally visited. Photos have surfaced over the years showing her at exclusive events, parties with extremely wealthy and influential people, all before Harry ever entered the picture. What's telling is how her team has responded. She's pushed back publicly on plenty of things before. But when it comes to these images and the questions they raise about how she funded that lifestyle, complete silence. No denials, no explanations. Tom Bower finds that silence very telling, and he spent a long time tracking down exactly those kinds of answers. The decline has been remarkably fast. UK favorability ratings tell the story clearly. When Meghan first joined the royal family in 2019, she was sitting around 55%. More than half the country viewed her positively. That number has cratered to roughly 20% now, a 35-point collapse in just a few years. And it's not just the UK. Reports suggest she's been dropped from A-list event guest lists in Hollywood entirely. That's not just being less popular. That's being actively avoided by an industry she desperately wants to be part of. Tom Bower predicted this trajectory in his first book. The pattern he described back then, create controversy, grab attention, burn bridges, blame everyone else, move on to the next thing, has played out exactly as he laid it out. And every new venture seems to crash faster than the last one did. So here's where things stand heading into 2026. The streaming deals have shrunk. The jam business imploded publicly. The foundation is hemorrhaging money faster than it can raise it. Staff keep walking out. Hollywood won't return calls. The favorability numbers have collapsed. Everything Bower warned about has already happened. And that's exactly what makes this new book different from the first one. He's not predicting a fall anymore. He's building the complete case file of one that's already happened. The financial records are public. Former staff members are finally speaking. The silence around questions that should have easy answers keeps growing louder. Tom Bower has spent decades investigating some of the most powerful people on the planet, and he's never backed down when someone tried to make him. Early 2026, this book lands, and when it does, it's going to answer every question people have been asking for years. The foundations were shakier than anyone realized, and there is absolutely nowhere left to hide.